guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you all about the Black Friday 2025 sale, which starts this Wednesday, November 26th, and it runs through Cyber Monday, which is December 1st this year. And this is our best sale of the year. We offer 30% off with this coupon code right here. You just enter that at checkout. And we have lots of fun stuff happening for this event as well. There's going to be a Doorbuster. It's called Maybe It Just Needs a Little Love. Our sale this year is themed on the Charlie Brown Christmas movie. And this is a thermal that shifts between two different shades of purple. And this is the Doorbuster. But we also have gifts with purchase this year, also themed off of the Charlie Brown movie. And then there's also, if you shopped anytime in the last 2 weeks at my website, you would have received a golden ticket in your order, which gives you something that you can redeem by typing into the comments of your order. So make sure to redeem that. And then we also have a really fun event for this Black Friday sale where I took some of our most popular Project Dupits on the website and I turned them into a Project Dupit Plus. So with Project Dupit, I'm usually trying to stick to the main components of whatever that original polish that inspired the polish. Sally Hansen Pacific Blue, for example. And so with the Project Dupit, I was trying to stay as close to the inspiration material as possible. With Project Dupit Plus, I'm taking that original polish and adding something extra to it to add a little bit more fun. So I'm going to be swatching the Doorbuster, the gifts with purchase, and then the Project Dupit Plus today. I'm not going to swatch the golden ticket polishes because those are meant to be surprises when you receive your order to see what you got. But I don't think anybody guessed in the Facebook what the theme that Tim picked this year, and he picked Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce. And so the polishes are named TNT and Swelcy. Those are two nicknames for that ship or of that couple. So we have a polish that is very Chiefs colored for Travis, and we have a polish that's inspired by the latest Taylor Swift album. So that's really fun as well. So that's everything that we're going to be swatching today. So we better go ahead and get into it, and I'll meet you back here in just a minute. Okay, we're gonna start with the Doorbuster. It is called Maybe It Just Needs a Little Love. This one is a thermal and magnetic. It's here on my thumb. And as you can see, it is packed with goodies. I am gonna do one finger with a horseshoe magnet and the other finger with a bar magnet. So this polish is going to be just $6, the Doorbuster. This one will not be discounted when you put in the discount code because it's already so deeply discounted. The magnetic shimmer, as you can see there, it's giving off a really nice blue glow in this angle, but it is a blue to red magnetic. So, and the thermal, the color of the thermal, this is the warm state and it's cold reactive, so it will get like a really nice deep blackberry when it's cold. Okay, going in here for a second coat of Maybe It Just Needs a Little Love, inspired by the Charlie Brown Christmas story. And this form of magnet's gonna pull that blue to red magnetic shimmer forward, giving a like a 3D effect to the nail as opposed to the bar glitter. Or the bar magnet, not glitter. So there's two coats, and this is the warm state. Actually, it kind of looks like this finger is feeling pretty cold compared to the other finger, but I have some freezing cold water here to demonstrate the coldest color that it's gonna turn. The other side of the shift of the multi-chrome magnetic is red. So you're gonna get a blue to red shift in the magnetic, but in the base of this thermal, there's also green to gold iridescent shimmer. And then as you can see, we've got a whole rainbow of iridescent flakies. So just a really, really fun polish for the Doorbuster to kick off the Black Friday sale. So here I'm using the bar magnet to pull all of that shifty color to one location. So this is the plummy purple, the warm coloration. I would say it probably gets slightly warmer than this because my fingers are a little bit cold this morning. But with cold reactive thermals, you may think that it's not working. I have a needle on the top of that bar right there. That is so funny. You may think it's not working, but you need to get your nails really cold first after you put it on, and then take it hot, and then take it really cold if you can. And I just use ice cold water. That's the best for me. All right, so here's my freezing ice water. Here's the warm. This one's starting to go a little cold. This is the horseshoe magnet. This is the bar magnet. So I'm gonna pop this in here. This finger over here has a totally different polish on it, so don't worry about that. So there's your deep blackberry. And then like this hand still has the warm on it. So there's the color shift again, so you can see the two different states. So there's the blackberry. This one I know is in the warm state fully because it's been on for like a week. Let me pop it in here so you can see the shift. So getting 2 shades of purple. So there are 2 coats for you of maybe it just needs a little love. And my, like I said, my full hand swatch, there's 2 coats. Next, we're gonna swatch the 2 gifts with purchase. This is gift with purchase A. It's called Don't You Know Sarcasm When You Hear It. And this one is an extension of the Project Dupit Plus exclusives that I have launching for this sale weekend. This one is basically I Am For Real in the Project Dupit line, but it is also packed with the hollow flakies. So this polish will be added to your order of $60 or more before shipping, which shipping is only $5. So it's a pretty great discount there as well. So this one has a looser formula than the original Project Dupit I Am For Real, which is inspired by Mrs. O'Leary's barbecue. So we have that really beautiful deep bruised berry color, and then we have all this lovely hollow added. So no code required. It will just auto-populate into your order when you've reached the $60 minimum. Okay, let's go in a second coat of Don't You Know Sarcasm When You Hear It. This is my sister's current favorite color, this I Am For Real. And she says she gets so many compliments on it. She's a nail, not a nail tech, a dental assistant. And people are loving this color on her, so I really wanted to do like a plus version of it and give it a little oomph. So there's that one. And these aren't for sale. Otherwise, they're gonna only be available as gifts for purchase during this sale. So here's 2 coats of Don't You Know Sarcasm When You Hear It. I think I said see it before. When you hear it. On to gift with purchase B. This one is called I Don't Feel the Way I'm Supposed to Feel. Who can relate to that? Good old Charlie Brown. So this one, gift of purchase B, is included along with A to any ordered during the Black Friday sale that reaches the minimum of 120. And this one, as you can see, is this really cool oil slick looking polish. However, this is a multi-chrome and a magnetic multi-chrome. Ta-da, surprise! So we've got a whole rainbow in here because the base, the multi-chrome base, is that really cool purple to blue to teal shift. And then we've got the red, like the fiery red to gold to green on the edge. I don't get like so much green out of that magnetic. It's more just like a really hot pop of red, orange, gold going through the magnetic. So you could even just wear this without magnetizing it and it gives you a third look for this polish. But first I'm going to show you how it looks with the horseshoe magnet. So pulling that red forward and not showing quite as much of the tealy purple base. This polish is so cool. So we're gonna build this one up like that. Okay, so we're gonna go in with the second coat here, and as you can see, when you use the horseshoe magnet to magnetize this polish, it kind of gives you like this really like dark Christmas vibe because you have the strong red and then you have the green in the base, and so you can see them both so well this way, and it just looks really cool. If you're looking for like a dark Christmas feel, you're not feeling the joy of the holidays, this one is really perfect for that. This way we're going to use the bar magnet, which is really going to let the teal part of this, the teal and purple base, shine. This one is great at just 2 coats. Remember when multi-chromes, you used to have to wear them over a black base? Got my needle still on this bar. So there's how it looks when you pull that fiery part of the shift to one location. It's such a unique polish that I just adore it. So again, here's how it looks if you don't magnetize it at all. So it's similar to the horseshoe, but not. I mean, not looking exactly the same, obviously. And then when we add the bar magnet, we're gonna look like this. So there you have it. And that one is, I don't feel the way I'm supposed to feel. And this one will be automatically added to your cart when I see that your order has reached that limit for the $120 before shipping. Here is 2 coats on my nails. On the 4th finger, you have the bar magnet. I think it's the 4th and the 2nd finger, and then the other fingers are the horseshoe magnet. Here's a bunch of different photos for you. I just love how complex and intricate and shifty this one is. It's so cool. So there is the second gift with purchase. So I have 6 Project Dupit Plus polishes for you for this event. I'm really, really excited about them. I think you're gonna love them. So one of our top 6 bestsellers is Dream Baby, which is inspired by Teenage Dream from OPI. And as you can see, this looks totally different, and that's because I added more of the same pink coloration to the base, but just when you add a lot more instead of leaving it super sheer, it turns this beautiful pink color. And then on top of the hollow glitters, I also added hollow flakies, and I also added a beautiful soft pink to gold glow iridescent shimmer going all through the base. So all of these plus shades are going to be like the Project Dupits, like the OGs, but then when they have a little bit of a glow up, just like a little extra oomph. So that's Project Dupit Plus. And this was actually Tim's idea. We were talking months ago about, you know, fun stuff we wanted to do for the Black Friday event. And he mentioned looking at the best sellers and doing something fun with them. Going in for the second coat here of Dream Baby Plus. And so when I went to go look at the best sellers, I was like, babe, they're all Project Dupits. For good reason. Well, Project Dupits, for one, are the things that stay on the website the longest, but also they're just, you know, they're iconic. That's what the idea came from, was from the desire that I had to wear shades that I had seen, had a hard time getting my hands on. So, like I said, I think you're really gonna love these. This is the only pink that I'm doing in the Project Dupit Plus for this event. So here's two coats of Dream Baby Plus. And yeah, if any of these plus polishes are ones that you feel like you need to have, make sure you shop towards the beginning of the sale because everything is limited quantities that's new for the event. Next up in the project Dupit Plus is every week is Swatchfest. So you're probably looking at this and thinking, that looks nothing like it. Well, that's because I just took the polish and I added some magnetic shimmer that, as you can see, is shifting teal to purple. So first, let's see how this lovely lady will look with a horseshoe magnet. So if you are familiar with Every Week is Swatchfest, it's this really beautiful dark red burgundy with shimmer, with like this red pink shimmer. And the base is actually like a deep purple. So I just thought it would be a fun take on it to add to this. So kind of similar in what I did with the Gift with Purchase B, although I did make this one first. So there's how it looks if you pull the magnetic in this way, so you're gonna get more of the magnetic shimmer. Okay, here's our second coat of Every Week is Swatchfest, which back in the OG days, this was one of the first Dupits I did. We did have Swatchfest every week. Back when we had COVID and we all needed an online space to make more of a connection with our friends. So here's 2 coats of this one with the horseshoe magnet. And this one just looks so cool like that because the deep purple with the red base, it's just kind of like the underlying glow underneath this polish. I love it. And here's how it looks if we use the bar magnet. And if you don't magnetize this at all, you are just gonna have the shifty multi-chrome teal to purple. But then here's when you pull it all to one location. So you can see that deep purple of Every Week is Swatchfest, which is inspired by Every Month is Oktoberfest from OPI. And the base glow in the original polish is just kind of like very, very fine and just kind of a glow from within, whereas the magnetic shimmer is like really more of a pop kind of shimmer. So we'll get a second coat on there. And then here we'll go in with the second coat with the bar magnet. So these Dupit Plus polishes, I've just done single batches of all of them. So if you're familiar with the brand and my single batch releases, you know that once the batch sells out, then it will retire from the website. So there you have Every Week is Swatchfest Plus, 2 coats on my nails, and you've got the bar magnet on the 2nd and 4th nail and the horseshoe magnet on the 3rd and 5th nail. If you can't tell, we are going alphabetically through these Project Dupit Plus, and this is the all-time bestseller polish on my website in the Pacific. So the Plus version, as you can see, I've added gold and silver hollow glitters. The same size as what's in Dream Baby, but I wanted to do a gold in the blue base. So the original in the Pacific is meant to be nearly a 1 coat blue. So I have loosened up the formula here so that the glitters have a place to move about and settle without creating any kind of texturing. So you've still got that really beautiful pop of that cobalt cornflower blue, excuse me, but we've got the addition, we've got the plus of the hollow glitters. And so here's one coat. All right, let's go in for a second coat of In the Pacific Plus. And I just love this one. This color is really what started it all, this base color. I just loved it so much. It was one of the very first drugstore polishes that I fell in love with. And then the formula changed and I was so sad. And over the years I have played with the color and using it in different formulations, but I haven't ever done this one before with the gold hollow glitters. And I just think it's really, really fun. So there's two coats of that one. And a full hand swatch here on my nails of In the Pacific Plus. Next, alphabetically, I've tackled one of our other most popular shades, I Saw the Shine Plus. And this one is inspired by Essie's Shine of the Times. It is really, really packed with the iconic red, orange, gold, green iridescent flakes. But as you can see, there's a lot of pink pulling out, and that's because in this Plus shade I added this really lovely pink to gold glow, and then I also added some hollow micro flakies. So I'm going to show you how this swatches over a number of the different things that I'm swatching for you already today. Here's how it looks over In the Pacific Plus. So basically you're still getting just that really dense pack of iridescent flakies, but the addition of a pink shimmer and some micro hollow. It's really, really cool. Here is I Saw the Shine Plus over on the flip side. You could also choose to layer this one up on its own. So if you do like 3 thin coats, you're gonna get some pretty fun coverage from all the shifty flakies and the glow. So that's another option as well. And let's go ahead and pop it over Roses Are Red, Zombies Are Green. That's gonna be a fun combo. Adding a little pink to that green. Oof, pink, and it's really just a rainbow then. Wow, that's fun. So here is a variety of swatches of I Saw the Shine Plus, and starting with over black, and then I'll put it over a number of other things from this Black Friday collection. And it's just one coat when it's a topper, because there is so much going on in here. Next up, we've got On the Flip Side Plus. So this is our super fun pink version of Flip Flop Fantasy from China Glaze, where they had an original pink version and then it got like more and more coral and in the formulation. So this one is, I have both colors, and this one is the pink version. So to make it a plus, I've added that same pink to orange to gold shimmer all through the base. And there is a ton of shimmer in this. When you add shimmer to a light polish, it just doesn't have like the backdrop for the iridescent to bounce off against. It needs kind of a darker color to be able to see, but there is so much shimmer in here. So I added that pink shimmer, and then I also added a red to gold shimmer. So there is a lot of shimmer in here, just trust me. So in my pictures, you're gonna be able to see it, but it's not as loud as something with a dark base intentionally. You know, I want you to still have that really beautiful neon coral pink. Here's the second coat of On the Flip Side Plus. You will need 2 coats for this formulation. You can get away with just 1 on the original formulation, but I did loosen up the base on this a little bit so that you could have even a chance of seeing that shimmer. This is probably the most expensive polish on my website this holiday weekend. Isn't that funny? But I just added so much shimmer, and it just goes to show you how shimmer just really pays off best in dark shades. But this is gonna give you like that fluorescent bulb extra glow to your neon polish. So I really love this one. It's so bright. So there's 2 coats on my nails of On the Flip Side Plus. The final polish I'm swatching for you today is Roses Are Red, Zombies Are Green Plus. inspired by the awesome China Glaze Zombie Zest. And if you're wondering what's different about this, Zombie Zest already has this tiny little glass fleck that is going, it's adding some blue to the green. This is like a murky green yellow base. And so what I did is I took an iridescent flaky that I love that goes aqua to sapphire, and I put it in there, blended it up so it's not super big, but it just adds more blue. And then I also added hollow micro flakies. So the base color is gonna stay the same. In fact, the base color on all of these Project Dupit Plus is the same as the original, with the exception of Dream Baby. So this is probably how I would have made the polish originally. I think it's really fun to have all of that blue really pull out, and it just looks so shifty and twinkly. But now you have, you know, the original inspiration on the website and this a little bit more colorful one. So there is just one coat of Roses Are Red, Zombies Are Blue Plus. Okay, second coat of Roses Are Red, Zombies Are Green. I mean, every time I see a zombie, it does have blue shimmer, so it's a blue flaky, awesome shimmer. I don't know about you. What do zombies look like in your neck of the woods? I love how this one turned out. I love it so much. I really had so much fun making these plush shades, so this will not be the last time you see me do this. So here's 2 coats of this final plush shade for the Black Friday 2025 event. And the only 2 things that are going to be included in orders from the Black Friday event are the gift with purchases that I mentioned at the top of the video. The 2 polishes that Tim created for the event with my help, with my advice. But I'm not swatching those because I want them to stay a secret. So there you have it. All right, guys, so that's going to be everything you need to know about our Black Friday 2025 sale. I hope you join me this Wednesday at moonshinemanny.com. The sale discount will run all the way through till Monday, but there are limited quantities of the Doorbuster and the special Project Dupit Plus shades. So make sure you snag those early on in the sale if those are things that you're interested in, and then anything else you've had on your wish list that you've been saving for sale time, this is a great time to get those. This is also a fantastic time to pick up any LE overpours because they are $10 normally. So with this sale, you're getting them for a great price point. And those are all polishes from past HHC, PPU, Facebook group, customs, things like that. So I think that's gonna be it. Check out the Facebook group, the Moonshine Manny Fans Facebook group, for any more information that I might have not talked about enough on here, or to see the stills of the photos of the polishes that I shared with you today. So that's gonna be it. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. Enjoy the holidays, stay safe on the roads, and I will see you on Wednesday. Take care, bye.